So we're just gonna get started straight away here on the next episode. We're gonna get introduced to a few new glitches here, but first we wanna go up in here with our Shizuka with all the elements. This comes up, and we're gonna use this later, but for now, we don't want to. So we're gonna say no to this one. And also, in case you're confused what this is basically just trying to fix your game because it notices that this Shizuka has not unlocked her circuitry. That's a bit of a problem. She has, because we unlocked it earlier, but the game thinks she hasn't, so they want to fix that, and we say no thank you, because otherwise they're going to take our elements once again. And then, instead of following Emily, we're just going to run straight down here, onto this box, onto this railing, and get this item. We simply do this just to get something to sell. So then, we want to go back to Cross Central, and we're going to do a save warp from this teleporter. Now, this is again a bit of a weird timing. It's always a weird timing from the teleporters. So I got it there. You have to wait a surprisingly long amount of time. If you do get it, you will spawn here. If you don't get it, you will either be where you started or where you saw I ended up. So, but we want to get here because then we can take this teleporter to the city, go to the shopping district, and then we're gonna enter the food item. We're gonna go to the sell menu, and we're gonna sell everyone except for one of our fruit drinks. And now you need to be on keyboard and controller. Keyboard and mouse. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna press my mouse key, and then 1 frame later I want to press the escape key. And so right now I'm missing it. There, I got it. So you want basically this menu to pop out while you're in the buy sell option menu. Then you want to press either +1 or +10. You can also do this on controller by pressing right, and then submit. Now you want to go to the sell menu, and you can see I'm currently trying to sell 7 while I only own 1. So if I continue pressing right on my controller or up, what is it on? Yeah, it's right arrow on your keyboard. It will try to sell items that I simply do not have, and I want to sell. So I have 10,000 credits. You can see at the bottom. So I want 10,000 credits. That's what I need. 93 fruit drinks. Then I press just sell, and then I buy any of these items. They will only cost 5,000 if you're on the speedrunner patch, otherwise they cost 777, I believe. So we buy 1, only 1, do not buy 2, and then we go back into the sell menu, and then we do the same trick twice. So press, and then 1 frame later escape. I got it the first time there. I'm just gonna show, if you press them at the same time, this will happen, and it just won't pop up. So it needs to be 1 frame later, press plus, submit, go into sell, and then continue selling. Now we need a lot of money. We need exactly 650,000 credits. So this is gonna take a while. And as you can see, we can continue selling past 99 despite not being able to own that many. Also, fun fact, you can use this glitch to buy more items of like any type of items that you can sell, so long as you have the money. Instead of going into the sell menu after having done the glitch, simply go into the buy menu and you can buy more of them, even if it's not an item that the shop sells. Anyway, I got my 650,000. I got a bit more here because I was talking. So I just sell that. I go into buy. I need 1 Mad Scientist Ambrosia, the Dr. Pepper, and I need 1 Pengu Pop. And then I go into Spicy Beta Type and I press right twice to get 21 of them. You don't need 21. You probably only need like 18 or something like that to be, we just get 21 because it's actually quicker. So buy those, and then we're gonna go into the armor shop, where we're gonna buy laser goggles, 2 laser edges, 1 laser mail, and 1 laser boots. We're gonna buy that, and then we're going to equip that. If you press yes and L1 or R1 at the same time, you can do this slightly quicker. There's a bit of a timing to it. You can also do this on keyboard, but I forget the buttons to press. Test it out. So anyway, equip those and then teleport to Cross Central. Now we want to save the game. And then we want to close the game. And then reopen it. And the reason we do this is to clear the cache of the game. Because otherwise the next glitch, which we're going to do, won't work. And it will look a bit similar to the back in time we've done twice now. But it is a tiny bit different, and I'll explain how so in just a bit. So what we're going to do is we're going to not load this save file. Do not load this save file. If you load this save file, you have to restart. Close the game again, try again. Okay, we're going to load the old hideout layer file with all the elements. So here she is. Then we're going to press save game. We're going to create a new save file. And then we want to store a save prompt for that file. Then we're going to exit out. Now we're going to press yes and no to the cross central file, bringing that out. This looks very much like a back in time. We're going to press yes, and then we're going to press continue. So the only difference between what we're going to do and what we've done previously is now we want to purposely save only when the loading thing is up. So that will be up because the cache has been cleared, and so it won't remember the room. So it will have to load that room for a tiny bit. That's when we have the chance to spam exit. If you do it too early, you will get a layer file with that's level 1 in Cross Central, and so she won't have enough SP to get any of the arts. If you do it right, you will get a layer file with all the elements that is level 3 and can get circuits. That's our goal here. So I'm gonna press the main menu button, and then I'm gonna spam it when I see the loading thing. So now. And I heard that it activated, so I know that it worked. I just exit here. Once again, this is called a character swap. The other one was called a back in time. On character swap and back in time, you don't need to press load game. I can show you what load game looks like. You don't need to press this. You can just press continue. And you can see I am now a layer with all elements that's level 3. So what I have effectively done is I've switched Shizuka and layer completely. So it's the same file, I've just switched character. So what do I want to do with this? Well, I want to go down here and I want to get a circuit. And I want to get basically any dash art. In this case, I'm going to get a Sure Strike because that's what I usually use. And then I want to use the dash art into this barrier. And for some computers, having the delta time limiter, I do not have the mod. My computer is pretty quick. But if you do have the mod, activate it here. This is where it will help you if you find that this trick does not work for you. It basically just smooths out the frame rate for the physics, so the physics works even if you lag a bit. So what we're going to do is we're going to use our combat art, our dash combat art, into this. As soon as we see that it hits, you can see I've used it. I'm going to go into options, and I'm going to go down to skip tutorials. And then I'm going to press that I want to see tutorials. And then the game, while I'm hitting this, is going to be like, oh, you want to see tutorials? Well, you have a combat art. I'm going to show you the tutorial for that combat art. But it's going to do this while I'm hitting this barrier. So you can see here. And fun fact, if you press show tutorial, it stops all your momentum. And so it places you down on the other side of the barrier that's trying to access deny you. And so now I've just completely passed this barrier. I can put skip tutorials back on again. And I can teleport to Sapphire Ridge. Now, Leia, as you can see, while she has laser gear in this file, she's not exactly very strong. So I want to switch back to Shizuka. So I'm just going to store this teleporter. And then I'm going to go back into the Shizuka file. So this is the layer file we just created. I'm going to go to the Shizuka file. And then I'm just going to use that teleporter. And now I'm in Sapphire Ridge with Shizuka, who's twice as strong. And so from this point on, we're going to be grinding for levels. We need to be level 17 for the final boss to do the strategies that we want to do. If you find those strategies are just absolutely impossible, just skip grinding. Just jump over all of this. But I do recommend you try to learn them. They are very satisfying to get down, but they are very challenging. At least the designer fight is. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to the left here. And we're going to kill this bug. And so first, we want to eat a spicy beta time. And we want to remember that that we can do spin dance in heat. And spin dance deals a lot of damage. Now, if we have a lone heat mug left, we want to switch to ice to hit it. Otherwise, just stay in heat. And so we're gonna kill, I believe it's 14 or 13 of these bugs. This is the worst case scenario, them doing this. We really want them to not do that, if at all possible. You don't really have to worry about overloading, because you level up so quickly that it's not really a problem. Okay, and so we want to, lastly, this is the last bug we kill. Okay, so then we enter here, and then we immediately go back here. And it will once again try to fix our save. So, this is very important. We are pressing no twice, and then press yes. So, no, I don't want to fix it. It's going to turn black and ask again. I press no, I do not want to fix this. Then there's a cutscene, which you can skip by pressing triangle or G. And then it asks one last time. Very important, do not press no here. Otherwise your run is dead. Then we press yes, and we skip cutscene. And this will bring us to the secluded mountaintop, as you can see here. And so here, we quickly want to do circuits. What circuits do we want to get? Well, we just want to get attack and brawler. So attack and brawler, and in heat, we're going to get brawler and attack. So that should be pretty easy to remember. If you have trouble remembering it, there is this very outdated guide that I referred to earlier. That has the final circuit here, and so maybe looking at that will help jog your memory. Again, it's outdated, so sadly it does not have a picture of this part. Maybe it will in the future, but please just try to remember brawler and attack, and brawler and attack. Okay, and with that, we're gonna kill ourselves in this fight as quickly as possible. The quickest way to do that is just jump off here. And we're gonna continue jumping off here until we die. There's no real reason for us to fight him at all, because that just takes time. And we basically just want to get to Vermillion Wasteland as quick as possible. So again, don't dodge any of his hits here, just stand as close to him as you can to take the hit here. In this room, walk into the sandbed and then just spam walk into the door. That will make Gunthem come, and you can exit the room. Then just walk to the exit here. Skip the cutscene in place. And then we get to this place. And here we want to kill shredders. We want to kill 4 waves of shredders. And so what do I mean by that? When we attack a shredder in this room, all the shredders and the turret will start attacking us. And so we want to kill every shredder and then exit into the shop below here. I'll show you. There's a shop there. We want to exit into that. If you're close to dying, press select and regen your health. Otherwise, just enter again. And remember to check that you are always stocked up on food. So I want to attack this, not kill it immediately so it can alert the other ones so they can start jumping down to me. And then I want to just spam my combat arts. Just kill as many as I can. It's not a big deal if you overload, because you will be leveling up really soon after again. This is a bit of a slow example fight, but so that is one wave. Once again I overloaded, that's kind of dumb. It's just how it goes sometimes. You can die here, so do be slightly careful at least. So as you can see, that was 2 waves done. I'm gonna quickly exit combat here. I want to eat a new food item. Regen all of my HP and then just quickly kill this guy. I believe this is the 3rd wave. I honestly did not count. Or I lost count. So I'm trying to focus on finishing off the stragglers. so I overload less. Now obviously I haven't done a very good job of that this time. And so that was 4 waves, and then I exit down the bottom here. And then exit combat. You should see that you're level 12 with about 400 something XP. So long as you're level 12 with 130 XP, everything is good. So you can actually skip killing the last 2 shredders if you want to. They are basically inconsequential and it's actually just a time loss. But when we get here, save game, you do not want to overwrite the layer cross central file. So either overwrite the Shizuka cross central file or create a new one. Then you want to save warp. And this is another case where we want to store this save prompt, so we need to do it twice in a row. I missed that. I got that one. So we want to store that one. And so that means that it might be a good idea to create a backup so you can just go back to this and try again. Like this. I missed. Because I didn't save, technically I don't need the extra, but still nice to have. There, I got it. And so now you'll see why this is very important. Because it spawns me up here, over their detection. So I can simply walk up. And now, I want to go in here. I want to store a save prompt. And then I want to walk up into this cutscene. You can technically skip cutscene and then manage to hit it if you're really good at spamming. I'm pretty shit at spamming, so I don't do that. I do the first 2 text boxes and then I wait and then I start spamming. And this will make sure I save while out here. And so why do I do that? Well, because actually what I just did was not enter the tower. It looked like I entered the tower, but what I actually did was I played a cutscene that transports me inside of the first Vermillion dungeon. Now, that cutscene will only play once. And so just like with the... oh, sorry, because I entered the tower. So just like with the elevator in MS Solar, now that that cutscene has played, it will no longer play. And so when I enter here, I actually just enter directly into the final dungeon of the game. And so you can see how that is slightly useful. And so anyway, that will be all that I will be covering in this video. I hope it helped you out. I hope you had an easy time understanding what to do. I hope you don't die grinding against the shredders. Anyway, I'll see you next time.